So what are your plans for the ShankerZ? Do you plan to take this further outside of like a 3-man chat? Are you going to be looking at doing golf, like challenge the ShankerZ, or is it just literally going to be you guys are a million miles away from each other and you're going to do this as a weekly feature?
Well, obviously, I think this is going to be the staple of the channel, the podcast, and then we're looking at getting together once a month. Once far, a month
minimum, yeah.
We'll be having. We've got challenge features on here, haven't we? Obviously, the first one we did was the hole-in-one challenge, or nearest to pin challenge, as it turned out to be, because no one found the hole. So yeah, we're going to have features on the channel, obviously, but this predominantly, I think, will be the staple. Will be the podcast, because this is for regular content. You know, this is ideal.
And it's easy for us to do when we're all at different points of the country.
But I think, I think we are going to, we're very fortunate enough that we're actually in, like, not a partnership, but we've got a backing from Finch Golf Tours that allows us to go and play golf together. But generally we'll have one more spot. So in the new year, when we kind of get everything together, we'll have one more person in that group, and we'll have a match or a 3-hole match or something like that. So we've got the ability to take it more than just the podcast and to actually take it on the golf course and get different people in, whether it be yourself, you come on and have 18 holes of golf with us, but we'll do a 3-hole vlog, or any other of the YouTubers. We're not just going to, it's open to anybody, but we kind of need to find our feet first.
Yeah,
of course.
And then the rest will come naturally.
Me and Owen had a chat, was it yesterday, day before, about completely diversifying away from golf potentially as well with the podcast things. With the ShankerZ, yes, Shanks relates to golf, but it's sort of open-ended. It can be anything, and, potentially diversifying into other areas.
Yeah, because basically I think that the Wankers would be a great name.
Yeah. Accurate.
There's a chance you would take it completely out of sport as well.
To a different sport, completely out of sport, yeah.
I reckon so. Like that's why I've changed my logo. Hasn't got anything golf related in it and stuff now. I've changed everything about my personal channel. Yes, it's still TTG, which is the tattooed golfer, but then I've got my name across it, which people might just know it as TTG. Then they're not going to say, "Oh, it's the tattooed golfer." Then I can push my tattoo side of things. I make stupid videos. I did one on my birthday. I recorded it drunk, where I wrapped drawing pins round a range ball, and we were in my dining room hitting them at each other. And I put that out this week. And I'm into that. I just like having a laugh and hurting myself. So yeah, if you do play with us, Lloydi, well, not just golf, just an ass. But if you end up playing with the ShankerZ and I pull a paintball gun out, don't be surprised. That's all I'm going to say.
Just try not to lose. Yeah, absolutely.
You should play that. You should play like you play like match play, and the person who loses each hole just gets like shot in the leg or something.
Well, I said it earlier to you, didn't I, Lee? I said it earlier. Extreme challenges. So if you lose a hole, you get a putter to the balls.
At what point is that normal?
It's funny.
Well, it might be for a person not getting hit in the nuts with a putter, but Jesus.
But again, that's what gets the views, and that's what will get you the views outside of golf as
It'll
well.
also get me an injury.
Don't lose.
You might pop your hernia again, Lee.
Well, you can just come and hold the camera then, Lee, if you're scared.
That's fine. I'll be the cameraman.
The official ShankerZ cameraman.
Yeah. Get me a little high vis that says crow.
Cock.
You're still afraid to get shot by a paintball, so you missed out.
Yeah, that's it. When we're all wadded, me, Lloydi and G-Mac, they're just chilling with our thousands of views and that, and Lee's just a cameraman.
Yeah.
Cameraman with the best swing on YouTube.
Yeah. And it'd be really funny if he's never actually shown. We just refer to like Lee the cameraman, and no one ever sees who he is.
Yeah.
Big thanks to
He's
Lee
had
the cameraman.
Just had enough.
I've got to be honest, the thought of getting hit by a paintball just doesn't seem satisfying.
Well,
that should spur you on to win and not lose.
well, that's it. Well, I've already got my next video planned for, well, not next video. It's going to be in the new year when we all meet up again. I'm going to get a paintball gun, and the loser of every hole gets a shot in the back. And we're going to have a high-vis vest with a target on the back. Boom. There you go.
I'm sure I might still have my police stab vest somewhere around here. That'll do.
Mate, no, it's
You
not.
can't feel anything through that.
Well, if he puts that on, he's getting one it back at Fed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, these are just crazy ideas, aren't they?
Yeah, but I think that's the sort of stuff YouTube needs right now.
Yeah.
That is it. Like I've said it
Like
previously.
it needs an extreme dude perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's it.
What it needs is dirty Sanchez of golf. That's what it needs.
That does sound like there's a lot of views there.
So,
Well,
are we counting you in on this, Lloydi, then, if we do anything random like this?
I'm game.
There we go. See?
I'm not afraid to get shot in the back with paint.
Yes,
Yeah, you're all
but I've not told you I'm freezing the paintballs the night before.
I'm
I look
not
forward
planning
to
on getting
this
shot.
as a
so-
cameraman.
Well, that's it. That it'll push you to play better golf because you don't want to lose that hole.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
absolutely.
It could drive your game. You never know. But I think, I take a lot of my inspiration for the video ideas I've got wrote down in a book, not from the golf YouTube world.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
I've always been a fan of YouTube before I got into the YouTube golf world. I've always been a fan of YouTube and the likes of KSI and TGF Pro and stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I'm into and watch anyway. I've actually featured on one of KSI's video that's got 5.5 million views. Wow.
But it was your voice.
It was my voice and one of my cartoons that I did, but yeah, so what? What's the best views you've had, Lee, on my video? So yeah, Lloydi, this is us. We just take the piss out of each other basically all the time.
So if we were to go through your browsing history on YouTube, what would we see in there? Any golf-related stuff?
You would see me watching videos from Peter McKinnon, Matty Hippoya. I'm a big fan of Casey Neistat. I just like the whole kind of like, that's why I enjoy creating videos. It's all about kind of like videos and trying to make the best ones I can. And that's my favourite watches. I consume a lot of hours a week watching it. I just want to learn to create better videos, and these are the best guys doing it, really.
Well, we're all into the True Geordie podcast.
Well, some of
Yeah.
us more than others, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Bow down to Breuer. Mate, the guy's a legend.
And the way he's got that podcast set up, he's got rollers in his room with cameras that go up and down and this, that, and the other. That's our goal for the ShankerZ.
Mint.
That's our goal, because it was only yesterday, weren't it, Greg? You said we need to rent an office.
Yeah, did you? We need an office.
I missed this conversation.
I know, we just tell you when it's happening, Lee.
Legend pussy.
Yeah, they decided you weren't going to take up the paintball, so they're replacing you. I mean, just to let you know, YouTube first, like the new Shankar, just...
Yeah. oh, he's going.
and that's Lee, the cameraman, right there.
Funnily enough, right, I'm ready.
Thanks for joining us, Lee.
In this week's ShankerZ video, we are interviewing Lee, the cameraman.
We've formerly had a golf channel, didn't want to get shot in the back and decided that we'd up and left.
Oh, God. So that's it, the new member of the ShankerZ, Lloydi Golf.
Yeah. You want to be on every week?
Every week. I could be down for this. I've got time, clearly. I've quit my job to create golf content.
Yeah, you've got all the time in the world.
Yeah. He ain't going to be up for work in the morning, has he?
Would you ever start a podcast like no other golf YouTuber has done?
I think it's about relevance more than anything else. Like, what would I sit and chat about that people are actively interested in? Like, that's always like. I think a lot of these things do need like a solid topic. It's great when we're here, just where we're randomly chatting, but when you listen, like Eric Anders Lang, his podcast is amazing, but it has a huge relevance to it sometimes. And
Yeah, he's got the set of questions. He's got the topics that he's talking about and stuff. Yeah, that's what we've spoke about, that, haven't we? As the Shankers, we've said we need some structure to the whole thing for it to grow. Obviously, we did the birdies, bogies, and blobs thing. A few people liked it. More seem to not like it. So
I think that's got leg room in it. We've just got to play with that a little bit. That needs playing with.
It's finding our feet and testing the water, and that's what you've got to do with YouTube. And like I say, it only takes that one video. You've only got to look at that chuffing backpack kid or whatever he's called, who did that stupid floss dance.
Exactly.
One video, and then he's on that Not Right's music video. What's she called? Katy Perry and stuff like that. It only takes that one video. You do one thing that you could think is the most pointless part of your video, and you're thinking, yeah, but I spent 12 hours editing them 3 shots, but they're more bothered about that 30-second intro that I did, and that's what went viral. That's all it takes. It just takes that one video. A question I wanted to ask you is, since you've brought Fiona on, have you found your views have gone up because you've got a female on your YouTube channel?
I wouldn't necessarily say because it's a female. I just think I focus more on the edits themselves. But I think our dynamic is really, really good.
Yeah.
I think as kind of like a golfing duo, I think because it's such I feel like it's a fun watch and we really bounce off each other. I think it's been successful because of that. I think people have enjoyed like our relationship as such on screen, and it's really I think that's why the view counts have increased. I am seeing huge growth now.
Yeah, that's good.
We said it, didn't we? Because your first episode featured on birdies, bogies, and blobs, and we said straight away the chemistry between you two. You can see it. It works so well together, and it shows. It shines through.
Yeah, and it's definitely, and like the more like we get to know each other as well, like it's definitely getting better. And like, so the episode that's going out Friday, to me, is just one of the funniest things ever. It's just hilarious, and just I guess because we both understand that it's a content piece as well as teaching each other to golf, that it just gets so funny and it's really enjoyable to edit as well.
So is it scripted? Or
no, I'm
kind of off the cuff.
It's the only script is kind of what are we doing today. So if I'm like last weekend we played a course and where she took all the tee shots. So that's the only scripted bit. It's like this is our mission. But other than that, the rest of it is just ad hoc as we go and what happens on the day.
Yeah. And sometimes
you've got to have a bit of a plan, haven't you? Like we don't never turn up and say, right, what we're doing.
Do we not?
You've got.
You always.
Well, yeah, we do. But you met with the video. You go to the golf course with in mind what you're doing, or you go wherever to record what you want to do. And we had a comment on one of our videos on that birdie bogies and blobs saying that Lloydi's been seeing this girl for X amount of months. It's all fake. This, that, and the other, and which. It's entertainment. This is where a lot of people don't understand as well. Yeah. You're creating entertainment. It's not. It's like a reality TV show kind of thing. That's what we're creating.
That's kind of the thing, and it's funny that people sometimes can't see it as a content piece. People want a backstory. They want the scandal, and like there was a time where it felt like I was the biggest scandal in golf, and I'm like, guys, it's just a content piece. Enjoy it for what it is. Like,
yeah.
Well, that is exactly what it is. It's like the only way is Essex and that. There's people that think it's real. There's people that watch it and think it's fucking real.
It is hilarious. And I think what frightens me the most is actually how intently people watch your content. Like I got spotted a while ago and I was at a range and I could feel some guy hovering around me and he's like, are you Lloydi golf? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh my God. And literally reeled off the last like 3 weeks of my life. And I was like, dude, I can't even remember what I had for dinner yesterday. And you're telling me like, oh, like I loved it when you did this, and I loved it when you, and it's amazing. But that's when you're like, oh my God, people actually sit and watch this stuff.
Yeah.
And they intend to watch it, and they remember everything you do, and you're like, okay, I have to be really, really careful because like people really watch this.
You're in the public eye now, aren't you? Really.
And that's the thing. And surprisingly, like even at the small level we are, like recognition is actually quite high. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever been spotted on a course or?
Yeah, it's it was more when I first started, when I first went onto YouTube and stuff. I went to Liam Harrison's golf day, and that was like one of the most surreal things. When I turned up there, I was just stood at the pro shop, and I had people go, "Oh, tattoo golfer, and I like your stuff," and shaking my hand and stuff. I'm like, "This is weird. This is proper weird."
It is amazing.
I'm
It's
managing director of an engineering company.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's still good though. It's good when like you say, when you're, especially in golf, like the 2 weeks ago, I was playing in Dunning, and just it's the most randomest course ever, and like you should never ever get noticed by anyone there. And someone's like, "Oh my god, it's Lloydi Golf," and you're like, "What? Like really?" Like, it's just,
have you been asked for a selfie yet?
about 5 now.
Oh, you've definitely made it. If
Yeah,
someone wants a selfie with you,
man.
you've made it.
I've signed a couple of golf balls as well. Living the dream, you know.
Oh, sorry, mate. You're too big for the shankers.
Yeah,
I haven't had one recognition. I haven't had one selfie. I haven't signed anything. Must be the most unpopular golfer on YouTube right now.
It's just because you're Lee the cameraman that nobody sees. That's all.
Yes.
Oh, hashtag owned.
Best cameraman on YouTube.
Oh, God, right, I'm going to take this paintball and I'm going to get shot by the bloody thing.
You might get some.
We convinced him. It didn't take long. He's in.
See.
So I've got one question, Lloydi. Can you do that so we can make sure you haven't got a golf glove on today? Because every time I've seen you, like when I was at Rick Shields' golf day, you were there, and you literally had a golf glove on all day, even through the awards ceremony.
I mean, that's how I roll, guys. Like me and a golf club, like that's just how we roll, right?
Just fits hand in hand. This is brilliant.
Is that like a little comfort thing, or?
There's a reason behind that. And that is
this a YouTube exclusive?
It's to keep the golf tan up, so people actually know that you're golfing. If you have a week off and people are like, "You've not golfed," and like, "Look at the tan, guys. I've been golfing."
This is brilliant, dude.
That's how it started, and that's how it stays. I was like, the glove is staying, and I'm like, "I've got to get that golfing tan right up."
Yeah, because you won. I can't remember now. Is that long ago? Did you win? Did you come third or second or something?
Third, yeah. We came third.
I just remember watching you go up to the thing with the glove on. I'm thinking, what's he doing? Why is he still got his glove on?
Harnessing his inner Michael Jackson.
I think that's what it was, really.
If you moonwalked off the stage,
I'd have howled.
It just became our thing, and I sort of adopted it ever since. Me and the glove.
Brilliant.
Do you wear it at work? Well,
I mean, if I could get,
don't anymore.
If I could get away with it, I probably would do.
Well, that's it. People have that, like I said, but that could be your thing. You could get there's that guy that wears the glove all the time, doing your Asda shop or something.
So have you actually got a sponsorship on golf gloves yet? Because obviously you've got that mentality, haven't you?
I have. I'm actually sponsored by a company called Wear Prompts.
Right.
They make like really funky. They make like really funky gloves.
Oh, and then cool. With the palm trees and umbrellas and stuff on.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've seen that.
Get that plugged there, Lloydi.
Yeah.
That's it. Got that plug right in there.
Do you want to give this? What's the website?
It's all right. It's only going to 12 people, so I mean, it's going to be all right.
And 11 of them will give it a thumbs down.
Yeah. Of which 6 of them are ours.
Yeah, thumbs down in your own videos there.
Yeah, I swear to God, I think the last video within, 20 minutes, we had 15 thumbs down. And he's like, well, you kind of watched it, can you? Because it's a 40.
Well, I've noticed, has your YouTube changed when you're uploading?
Anyway. In terms of?
Like the way it does it?
I have updated it. Yeah, last video I did, I've updated it.
Yeah, well, on now, when you go on, you used to, if you disabled the likes, it disabled the comments and everything. But now you can click. Now you can click so it doesn't show if people like or dislike it, only you see it.
Well, that's interesting.
But would people
just... It matters. If people want to stop liking your videos and they can't see it.
But there is people out there that will go on and say, oh, this guy's got loads of dislikes. I'm not going to even bother watching it.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I understand
Would it also discourage the trolls that just clunk?
That's what I mean.
Would
This is what is it worth a trial on our video? So yeah, this video we're going to click the do not show the like button. If you do like it, comment and tell us you like it. If you don't like it, comment with your real name and tell us why you don't like it.
And we'll see.
We might read it. We might not.
I'm sure people could just comment with a thumbs down emoji.
Yeah, there you go. See, happy days.
So I reckon we should all do a selfie for people like that, and just do a selfie like that.
We could that emoji, can't we?
I mean, unfortunately, I did click the made for kids option on YouTube, so me and the swear feature is not going to work very well.
Well, this one isn't made for kids, pal, so you can do what you want. I even have to tick the explicit box for iTunes.
Do you know what? I actually
over 18s.
I actually had to make my last video not made for kids. You know, the one I did this week.
Yeah.
I actually clicked. I thought, should I just do it? Because you don't know if you upload that video and say, yeah, it's made for kids, and then boom, one 4-year-old child watches it, and then you've got the dad commenting it, sharing it, and then your YouTube dead before you've even got going.
Yeah, you go from like 500 subscribers to no account.
That's it. Video. Yeah, that's it. So that's another thing. Go on.
No, go on. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say Lee's going to say something now.
Were you? So other than jacking your job in and doing YouTube full time, have you got any things for golf events next year or anything like that? I know you were mentioning you're possibly thinking of doing charity ones, but have you got anything in the pipeline, like where you're going to be attending things?
Yes, but he doesn't want to talk about it because people will steal his ideas.
People definitely do steal my ideas. There is going to be some travel happening next year. I've got a few things lined up to travel, certain locations around Europe to do a few things, I'm not even going to talk about it because people will steal the idea. So there is something big happening next.
Good. Well, because you're going to be closer to where I am than these two probably anyway. So
really?
If you ever want a game, I'm only on the Scottish border.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. We can make that happen. You can come and film a video for me, and I'll give a big thanks to the cameraman.
Oh God! You walk right into that one, Lee. Walk right into that one.
Bollocks!
If we're hosting a day next year,
yeah,
obviously you can come on that because we're looking at promoting and hosting a day for the Finch Tour.
That's right.
You want it up by you, don't you, Lee?
Yeah. So they don't. I mean, they call themselves Northwest, but I mean, Northwest is kind of looked at Manchester area, where I'm Carlisle, which is Cumbria, which is the most northwesterly part of the UK, 2 hours from Manchester.
Yeah, but Carlisle doesn't matter when you're talking north, south, east, west.
Of course it does. You better shut up. So we were going to host one up here. So it's the ShankerZ in association with Finch Golf Tours, round my area, for example. So, yeah. I mean, both come along and we'll have a laugh. In fact, should we just break the rules and just do a 5-ball? Anywhere.
Why not? I've done it. I think I've got a bank holiday 6-ball vlog on my channel.
Well, what we do is we do a 4-ball and we have Lee the cameraman.
Absolutely. Problem solved.
I don't think I'm ever going to get the opportunity to do that to somebody with 30,000 followers on Instagram and just going, jog on.
Yeah, but we've got an idea about making our golf day completely different than any golf day that you've been to. It's just going to be full of...
We're not, similar to you, we're not going to go into the nitty-gritty.
I went to a golf day recently that kind of tried the whole do perfect kind of idea, where they made you hit like tennis balls off a tee and this kind of thing, and it kind of worked quite well. But I think in general, if it was like properly structured, that sort of thing could be really good and really fun.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We could have jumped straight into it and said, right, we're going to host an event this week or next month or something. But that's one thing I think with a good idea, you need to plan it properly.
Yeah, correct.
And that's where we've got a few ideas, and like I said, it's better to keep some of them under wraps because next minute,
James
someone else will be
Robinson
doing
or listen, just fucking say it as it is. James Robinson will steal it because he stole yours, Graham. Rick Shields will steal it because he stole yours, Owen. Nobody will steal my ideas because they're shit anyway. So yeah,
that was a great camera angle that Lee, the cameraman, did. I might copy that one.
So yeah,
it goes back to that thing. The smaller YouTube channels are an inspiration as much as the bigger YouTube channels are an inspiration to us. It goes back to that.
Absolutely.
So if you and again, you're posting it on YouTube, so you're making it public, so people are gonna fucking take it, and it's your own fault for if you don't want people to take it, don't post it on YouTube.
Don't put it on YouTube.
That's.
So I'll be cutting that part out then.
I bet you don't.
He just likes to get your pay rate out. That's all.
That's it.
So I can put them in the tags then, can't I? James Robinson, Rick Shields, Peter Finch.
He'll edit it. Lee, the cameraman and editor, will edit it and say, "I love James Robinson."
No, I think from the very first podcast we did, I think we all know that that's not a true statement.
No, like I said, some of them.
We do have to give huge credit to the bigger YouTube channels. Like they are putting the graft in, and
absolutely,
and whether they do kind of pinch ideas of us or not, like they have done really, really well to be where they are. There is a huge credit to them.
Like we went to Rick Shields' range night. We've had some crap with Rick Shields. We all have, and Graham has
more than anyone.
He still welcomed us at that day.
Welcomed us, made us feel welcome. And it was fine. It was almost like there was no previous history. It was gone. It was, and to be fair, it was an absolutely quality night. Me and her had a top night.
Really?
Yeah,
really good. Really good.
I can't wait to see the videos that come out from that, actually.
I'm looking forward to it. I know there was a bit where I've smoked a 3-wood, then I've seen the cameraman squat behind me, and I've just gone, cut, like that. That's the bit that's going to be on the video.
Was you recording me when I kept shanking it?
No, I was going to FaceTime Lee, weren't I?
Yeah,
oh, God, I'd not hit a club right. I went to this range night at Rick's for the first half an hour. Every ball I hit, I just shanked. I could not hit the golf ball. I just couldn't do it.
You know why, don't you? Because you had fat Rick Shields and the skinny Rick Shields together. You didn't know which one to concentrate on.
You know, I've got some content to film, cameraman.
Oh, I've got to run out of time again.
Oh, this has been brilliant. It's going to be well, Lloydi, you're on the longest podcast we've ever done, anyway.
Is that what we're calling it? The longest podcast ever?
Yeah.
Well, Lee's took one for the team here, and he's going to edit this one, so he's going to have to take the time and just cut little pointless bits out and stuff. But I've enjoyed. It's you won't think we've been sat here for 80 minutes nearly now.
I mean, that's pretty good going.
And like I said, asking about stats and stuff. Do you have an average? What's your average watch time on your videos? Do you check that or?
No, I don't really pay much attention to it, but I think it's an average of like 7-8 minutes. I think.
Yeah, and how long are your videos usually?
Like I'm averaging probably between like 10 and 15 minutes, I suppose.
So that's a good going then. That's a really good.
I don't quite understand like the average view because, like I say, if someone like randomly clicks on your video and then they watch like 5 seconds of it and then they disappear, it completely ruins your average view
Do they not have to watch a certain amount of time for it to count towards the average?
I thought it was like, I don't know. I thought it was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I think it is only 30 seconds, so a 30-second view, and then they turn it off. It's nothing, is it? And then it does mess with your statistics and stuff. So
it's not something I overly watch. Like I'm very interested in creating good quality content, and
you just want that minutes, don't you?
Focus on stats and numbers, but Pretty much. That's what I want, guys. I want everyone to sit there and just watch my videos again and again. Get
Well,
those
that's
minutes
it.
up.
Like I said, you've quit your job. You're going for it full time, so you need them. You need them minutes. And like I said, when you post a video, we're going to promote it for you and stuff as well. So
we
like
got
I
you.
I appreciate it. Okay, I appreciate it. Like I say, I'm always going to be for the little guy. I don't care how big it grows. If it does, if it doesn't, it's just.
Well, that's
it's
great
for the
about the
love of
equation.
content.
Say what again?
That's you out of the equation. You've never been a little guy.
I can't help it.
he's just trying to claw whatever he can now, isn't he?
I tell you, I've had so many cameraman things thrown at me. I'm just trying to get some back.
So when the Shankers grow bigger and we've got our nice little setup, you'll have to come for a visit and do a proper podcast where we're all in the same room and it all flows a lot nicer and a lot smoother. Because that's our goal. We want to grow it, and I think in the future, when Lee wins the lottery and sells 400 cars in one day, we're gonna rent a room somewhere and we're gonna do it properly. So
Definitely.
I'm glad you guys have that goal, because like you could forever just kind of sit like separately forever. I think actually you want to really make something of it. It's really good. Like, it shows like your commitment to it. It's good.
one question we haven't asked you: what made you start YouTube?
I think because I was very fortunate enough that when I first started playing golf, I went straight to Instagram after my first round of golf and was like, guys, this game absolutely sucks. Like, why do you play it? I've gone round in like 200 over. I was like, it's stupid. And I instantly got a reaction from like 3 or 4 people like, this is such a funny reel. These people want you to document it because it's hilarious. So I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, just go and play. So I kind of did. And there's me, like you guys, shanking it all over the place. And because it kind of caught like a couple of people's attention, I was like, I really enjoy this. And then I was like, I want to learn to edit. And next thing you know, I'm creating videos and I've got the bug for editing and golfing, and here we are.
And
So
now,
are we going to go on, Lee?
Is that similar for you guys? Like, what kind of?
I think
Pardon?
I got into it. I was toying with the idea of doing it, and Liam from Golf Vlogs just said, just start a channel, just do it. You've got an idea, go with it. And that's why I did mine. Just to document the quest down to single figures was the first step, and then everything else just followed on.
I had a channel called Sapnin Lad, where we basically did stupid videos with my mate. And like, loser gets a tattoo, 3 games of bowling, and the loser gets a tattoo, and tattooed the back of my head and I videoed that and stuff like that. That was the kind of thing that I wanted to do first, but then I got into the Twitter side of things, and then I got to know Liam. Went and did the videography on Rick Shields' golf day. I was the cameraman on that day for him.
Yeah.
And that experience of that day, just thought, yeah, I want a piece of this. I want to go with this. And that's where it went for me. So then I changed my whole YouTube channel to that. And then I met cameraman over there.
And I literally watched BBC and David Attenborough and just thought, God, I love the angles of this. I think I can do that myself on the golf course. And off I went with my camera.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm in but like I'm in love with like creating content and that kind of thing. Like when you're like setting up the angles, and when you go back and you've had a good video and you're editing, like, yeah, this is a good video. I thrive on that.
Like I said, it's probably going over there to Ed, but like I said, I'm big for editing and stuff like that. Like I said, my background in that is doing promotional videos for businesses, which is all about angles and the smoothness of the shots and stuff like that. So I've not really done any of that in my videos, which next year you will see a big change in the content I create.
Yeah, I think it's very fair to say that there's 2 of us on this podcast who play golf, and there's 2 of us on this, 2 of you on this podcast that know how to film how to play golf. You know, me and Graham are the golfers. That's first fact.
Right, Lloydi, I think it might need to be sorted. This, I think the 2 editors need to take on the 2 single-figure handicappers.
How about 1 and 1?
Bring it, bitches.
What?
1 editor, 1 golfer takes on 1 editor and 1 golfer and a stroke cameraman.
Well, you've just made a statement now, haven't you? You've just made a
In
statement.
a paintball grudge match.
Oh, yes!
Paintball,
Let's have it.
Paintball grudge match, golfers versus editors.
Yes.
Right? Happy days. Lloydi, Team Lloydi for me. Now I'm going to get a jumper printed a lot.
I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that.
Are you going to be a proper fanboy?
Yeah. I'm gonna have his face on my back. I'm going to get Lloydi printed on my back. And I'm...
Instagram, the tattoo golfer. This is what I did today. Tattoo of Lloydi's face on
Yeah, like Steve-O on my back.
I think we should do it. The paintball grudge match is definitely going to happen.
That's the title there and then.
We're on.
So, 2020, that's going to be happening then.
Absolutely.
If your missus will let you, Lloydi.
I'm sure she will be fine.
She can come and shoot the gun at him.
Yeah,
hey, that's a good one. How quick can you do a par 3? And what score can you get when these 3 other people with paintball guns stood in the rough shooting at you?
I think you should have that as a loser's challenge.
Yes. There we go.
That is the loser's challenge.
Someone's going to get hurt. We'll have to get masks and everything because I will be aiming for the cameraman's face.
I swear to God, I'm just going to go to the driving range for the 2 weeks before and just grind like shit in the rain.
No. Stay away from the driving range. Get on a putting green. You can't put.
That's why I'm an amateur and not a pro.
Yeah.
Through that.
So I think we'll wrap it up.
We're going to have to, mate. We've only got 1 minute, 29 seconds on this podcast left.
40 minutes.
So, I mean, first and foremost, thank you very much, Lloydi, for coming on. Spending 80 minutes of your life that you're probably never going to get back speaking to the ShankerZ. But I think it's fair to say that you're now # are a Shanker.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me, guys. Lifelong dream. # ShankerZ.
There we go. Hey, hey. Team Lloydi, me.
Yeah. So thank you very much.
Paintball grudge match.
Yeah, that's it. So, and good luck with your ongoing YouTube venture. You took a big step, and like I said, we will help any way we can.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I'm scared, but I think I need to do it. So,
brilliant.
You'll be fine.
Thank you very much, and take care. See you later. Bye.
Okay, guys.